Alright, hey guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get mods for Agar. There are loads of other mods, well, apparent mods, I say in speech marks, on the internet, which tell you loads about it and then make you complete a survey. And then when you do complete the survey, it just does nothing and doesn't give you anything. You can use survey bypassers, but even when you do use the survey bypasser, it still just stays on the same page and there's no link to anywhere else. So I'm going to show you how to mod this game. Now, obviously, it's 100% effective, but it doesn't it has to recalculate itself. So it's not living, but it knows how to reposition itself and all that. You'll see when I show you. Now, it may take a while to Oh, right. Okay. So we are the little Confederate circle there, and as you can see, it's got loads of little lines. Now, you might have seen pictures like this um, on those pages that you've been trying to download the things from. So if you turn intuition on, what it'll do, I think what it's doing now is that it's gonna kill itself. Yeah, and then it's gonna experiment. If you can see this little circle around here. Now, when it dies, it'll reposition itself so it gives itself a better chance of surviving. Now it does respawn, and depending on what computer you're on, it will be a bit slow. So as you can see in a minute, it should actually respawn, although it's been quite naughty at the minute and it's not respawning. So also, if it does just get laggy, it's just better to always refresh the page. And also if it just carries on doing this, all you have to do, open up a new tab, agar.io, start it again, close the old one, and just let it load, and then I'll just go straight into it. Now, I do have a Facebook account, but I'm obviously not gonna log into it for obvious reasons. Now, I'll restart once it's all loaded, because sometimes it takes a while to get into the game. Okay, I've figured out the problem. It works a lot better when you're logged into a Facebook account. So obviously, I'm not going to show you what my Facebook account is, but you should see, right, so you should see here that's obviously got your frame rate. I think 64, that's meant to be meters per second, but it's obviously not meters per second. So down here it should say intuition on. Obviously, it isn't saying that now. It isn't 100% yet. It's still not amazing. And when you do die, sometimes it freezes, so you just need to like refresh the, and then once you've refreshed the page, it should say play in 51 seconds. You can just ignore this. You can just click. This is just for when you die or restart, and you don't have to do it manually, but you can just click play here, and then obviously with the little NASA thing, and if you turn intuition on, it'll just start to move about, and you won't have to control anything. It'll do it all by itself, and you can see down here that it gives you loads of different like opportunities, we'll call them. And when it does die, so say here for example, it'll experiment, it'll change like I've said before, and then it should respawn. Now it obviously hasn't been respawning, and I don't know why, but I reckon if you guys download it, it'll work perfectly. Let's see, here we go. It's done now, and every time it dies, this circle will reposition itself to give itself the best optimal gameplay in order for it not to die. So it's pretty good, but it does go for this these smaller blobs first, so it doesn't actually go for physical people playing the game. But it will stay away from people if possible. So, but obviously, if it's being cornered by two massive circles and they're both closing in on it, it will just die because it won't survive. So you can see here that we are the hungry circle with the skin, and it's just picking up all these little dots, and as you can see, it could have gone for that guy, but it didn't. And it's still experimenting here. So obviously, when it dies, it'll reposition itself, and then obviously it'll just keep going and going and going. Now you can turn this off, and you can edit them yourself. So it'll come up with this page here, and you can change any one of these. So you can change this to chase blob with slightly smaller mass. You can change to 100. I wouldn't recommend putting in mad numbers like 1 billion or something, because it just won't work at all. Now as you can see here, we're getting chased by some people. Here now, he isn't moving, and he's kind of running. No, you see, he tried to use that as bait, but then he killed himself. So it's always better to leave it on. I mean, so he can just reposition himself and all that. So now I'm going to show you how to install this. It really isn't difficult, guys. So if you just go onto your extension page, you can either type in that, you can go there, go down to more tools, I think it is, more tools, and click extension, and then it'll take you here. Now it's called agar.io bot, and it says this ARGO, we'll call it ARGO. This ARGO bot has feelings and learns to play better, so please don't lump it together with meaningless ARIO hacks or cheats. That should say mod, but whatever. So you're gonna go down. You're gonna go down into here. Obviously, I live in the UK, but apparently it doesn't show up for the UK, so make sure that says US. Unless I'm wrong, and obviously if you can get it in the UK, you can get it in the UK. So you just type in that. Now sometimes it will glitch and it will say your search for Agar and all that won't like did not match any items. Just keep trying and it will pop up. And if you go on this, yeah, so you can see like I typed in all that and it obviously came up with stuff. So you've just got to keep trying with it. So I don't know why it's being awkward. We'll go into the UK one and see if that'll work. Right, UK, nope. Even if I do this, I don't think it'll come up now. Right, yeah, no. So it's definitely in the UK. I mean, the US that you can download it from. You click on some apps, extensions, and all that, and then it should just refresh. I'll come back to when I've found it. All right, okay. So the best tactic is to search for it, and when it comes up saying that it's not found, just refresh the page, and then it should come up with all this. And make sure that you're on the US store as well. So it's this one by Hey It's Leo. Very, very. It's really good. Like so yeah, all you have to do is just obviously this will be add to Chrome, so you just click that and stuff. And there's even more as well. I haven't really had a look, but it's like mad. There's loads of them. I might have a go at some of them. Whew, wow, there's an awful lot. Anyway, so I'm just gonna stick with this one. I'm gonna try out more, and then obviously if they work, I'll show you guys them. But that is how you install them without doing any surveys, and obviously it works and stuff as you've seen. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.